Okay, people. I'm gonna start sharing this stuff with you as it comes in because we're gonna get a lot of this email. I guarantee you that we're gonna get a lot from this particular individual because now he's threatened by the fact that first things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I'm in the process of taking this screen down right here. I'm gonna go back to my 235.1 portrait, what I had set up in here before. And I have to set up, and just for the time being, because now this screen is going to be taken out right now real quick, and I'm going to be setting up another screen in here, and I got to get one of the projectors out of the room to set up over there to set up, or I might just set a projector up here and right here and get rid of the ultra short that I had down here. But let me show you something real quick. Now I told you that we get these weird emails from Crow from time to time, and he'll send me these emails about his product and this, that, and the other. We don't care. Stop sending us dumb emails. So anyway, he's threatened by the fact that we're going to bring back one of the throwbacks. Now the throwbacks is basically, as I said before, I was developing screen paints 8 years ago, gray screen paints. We know how to make them on every level what's possible. And now today we're going to be developing, and it's coming today, we're going to develop the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint 3.0. And this is going to be on our website for $45. And this threatens them a lot, by a lot. And like I said, you could buy the product. We look forward to you reviewing the product against your product. We have no problem with that. You can review it if you want. We don't care about that. Let me go get my other projector because I got to get ready to set up for this screen here. I got an XGA here. Sorry about that. So I'm working on my screen in here, which I'm going to be adding in another projector in this room. So I haven't opened up the email yet, but I'm curious to see what's inside. All right, so setting up my other projector here, which I'm going to be using that projector now on this screen over here. So that's what I'm getting setting up. I'm probably going to expand the screen to make it a little bit bigger for my setup there. Set my other Chrissy projector. So I had to go get that one out of the room. So for right now, I'm using this. Then today I'll be able to get back to using my projector, which I like to use. Well, let's show you what's in the email because I haven't looked at it yet. But I want to show you some of the weird stuff we get from this individual who likes to send us weird emails. Now today I mentioned about bringing back one of the throwbacks under our Digital One Crystal screen paints, and he's threatened by that. He should be. I said before, he's making his product way before he was. And we're charging far less for it. We have his products over here, so we'll be able to test against his products with no problem whatsoever. So let's see what mumbo jumbo he sends to us today. So here he is filling out one of our forms right here. And this is under Crow's Best Screen Paint. See how desperate he is for recognition? It's sad how he contacts us constantly all the time. So let's see, Crow's Best Screen Paint Mix. Hi, this is Crow. Here we go. Same dumb stuff we go through with this joker. Best screen paint mix out there right now. Told you to contact me for a quart of blah, blah, blah. See right there? We didn't even mention the name of the paint yet. He's already done doing dumb stuff already. For a free quart of Crystal Edge 3.0, blah, 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 blah. So and so and so, whatever. So, don't worry, buddy boy. We're going to send that out to you real soon. Real soon. And it's not called Onyx. Don't add stuff to it. We didn't call it Digital One Onyx 3.0. It's called Digital One Crystal Screen Paint 3.0. That's what it's called. So before we send you that, and we're not going to send you that right now, and I see how he put down a fake phone number. The phone number is fake. He put down 123 Sesame Street. He's scared. he's definitely very, very scared. Keep in mind, I was able to match his product downstairs by just mixing black and gray paint together. Gray and white paint together and match his product with no problem. So to make his product is not hard. We used to make it, like I said, back in the day. It's very easy to do. I can make a product that's far more advanced than his, and that's what I'm going to be developing today. So we're going to make this product. It's going to be a throwback from our products. We're going to do the demonstrations as we're going to test against our products. We're going to be honest and upfront, and I'm not going to tell you it's going to give you contrast levels advanced as our black screens. It's not going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do demonstrations in the dark. I'm not going to use high-powered projectors to embellish the screen. We're not going to do any of that. We're going to keep this demonstration as honest as it should be, and that's how you should be doing it. You know, these screen paints, like I said, grayer screen paints are old screens, and that's why we call it the throwback. That's what the name we gave for it. So we're not going to embellish the truth by using overpowered projectors in dark environments. We're going to have it in a fully lit environment. We're going to see how it stacks up against our screens. I do not expect it to be able to surpass the technology we have now. We don't expect it, but we do expect it to be able to blend in and in some ways be able to be more superior than some of the screen paints on the market. And we're going to do all the tests that they refuse to do. We're going to do the distance throw at 1,000 lumens. Everything will be done in a fully lit environment. Everything will be done live. So you'll get a chance to see all that. And when we put the product on the website, you will know exactly what you are buying. Not some dark environment with a screen paint that claims to have contrast capabilities equal to a black screen, because that's not possible at all, period. So even with the technology we're going to develop today, we'll be better than his. But also, too, on top of that, we will show you that, no, it's not going to be able to do all the things that darker screens are designed to do. It doesn't have that capability. And I can see this person he's threatened by that. They're not, the paint's not worth $75 unless you can show a significant difference. Now, people want to say, oh, but the ultralight gray. The ultralight gray beat his product, beat primer, and was able to produce a contrast level, a black level. It was able to produce color. It did all the things that other gray screens couldn't do. Produced a star field demonstration. No problem. You don't believe me? I'll post the links at the bottom. You know I do everything live and by the book. So that's why it got priced. But even at the price it was still way cheaper than what we sell our products for, because it was considered to be the white screen of our technology. And that's what it was. So at the end of the day, like I said, I'm still going to stand by it. Gray and white screens is obsolete technology, and that's why we call it the throwback. That's why we're only going to charge $45 a quart for it. That's why we're going to do all the demonstrations that this particular individual has skipped in his demonstrations, lying about the screen being able to produce contrast levels. Have you ever seen any contrast level demonstrations he's displayed in a fully lit environment? No, it's screen and washout. We're going to show you that. We're going to show you, yeah, the screen is going to have some problems. It is going to struggle when it comes to contrast levels. It's normal. That's what it's supposed to do. It's a gray screen. It's an old technology. There's nothing. That's why when you look at the big boy screens, when you look at the Black Diamonds, when you look at the big companies and stuff, they're not developing gray screens. They're developing darker technology. That's what they're doing. But this guy right here is stuck in the Stone Age. He wants to make you believe that his products are basically going to do the same thing that a black screen is going to. No, it's not. It's not going to do it at all. As long as that black screen can maintain a level, a white level, bright enough where you can see the image, then basically the most important thing for that technology is contrast and color. So you get that's equivalence of having a white screen. White screens can produce amazing white levels, but that's as far as they can go. They can't produce contrast. They can't produce color. This is where gray screens fall in that line. Gray screens produce a slightly higher, not large, like slightly higher than a white screen. But they're not going to produce the same white level. They're all going to come out dark on a white screen, as I displayed before. But this fellow right here wants you to believe that his screen is going to produce the highest white level. It's going to produce higher contrast levels. It's going to look amazing on every level. There's nothing better than his product. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. How about you do things how we do things? Take that, get rid of that $4,000 projector, swap it out for something a little lower and cheaper, like 800 by 600 res 720p, and see if you get the same image you get off the 4,000 lumen projector or $4,000 projector that you're getting off the one you have now. You're not going to get the same image, you know that. So that tells you right there that anybody who's watching that video demonstration, if you don't have that projector or higher, you're not going to get the same picture. That's virtually impossible. That's why we use low-grade projectors, because anyone can come into my video and go, gee whiz, my projector's better than that. Yeah, it's better than that. All our projectors are outdated. Any projector you buy is going to be better than what we have over here, but we can produce a beautiful image. We don't have to have a high-power projector in order to make the screen look good. We don't have to depend on it. He has to depend on it. He has no choice. So like I said, he's scared. He's scared the fact that we're going to come out here, we're going to have this product, and I'm going to tell you something really quick, and this is true. We all know this. He has tried to interview and try to make products we have over here. Have you ever seen him try to interview the ultralight gray or the black silver, the gray screens we developed? Did he interview any of those? No, he didn't, did he? No, because the product would have been able to basically either match or better his screen. That'd have been way too much of a struggle for him. He went toward the darker screens, or tried to make darker screens, because he knew that basically he would have a somewhat leg to stand on by saying, oh, my screen produces a higher white level, and stayed far away from contrast. Look, buddy, this is going to happen at the end of the day. Pro, you're going to have to accept it. We're going to have a product that's going to come out today. It's going to cost $45 for our customers. It's going to cost way less than what you charge, because that's what it should be. Your price should be around 45 to 50 bucks, because I can't do anything else at all, period. I got a screen downstairs with the paint that I made out of black, gray and black paint, and I can match your product right now and beat the rest of them with it with no problem. And then you're going to send me emails like this. The emails don't bother me. It just shows me, when you send me emails like this, it doesn't bother me. It just shows that you're afraid. That's what you are. You're afraid. This product, like I said, when I retire, and like I said, if you knew exactly what I'm going to get paid, oh, I'll never work again as long as I live. But I will be doing something before I leave. I will make sure that we make a product that is far better than yours, and we'll probably charge like $5 a quart for it. Put you out of business completely. And I couldn't care less about the money, because don't need it. Just like when it comes to the $45, I don't need it. As a matter of fact, this is what we're going to do. Any money that comes in, that's $45, I'm donating to charity. There you go. We don't need it. My company makes very good money. Very good money. My products make very good money. I have contracts. Regardless of whatever videos you make of me, I still get paid. I'm still contracted. At the end of the day, there's money in my banking account. I don't care. So you can make all your foolish little videos over and over again and again and again. Does not make a difference. I still get paid. We don't care. Did a whole bunch of demonstrations against the 12. We sold tons of 12s. Demonstrations against gunmetals. We sold tons of gunmetal. I got orders coming in for gunmetal right now. Don't care. Your videos don't do anything. My contract still gets signed at the end of the day. I still get the money transferred to my account at the end of the day. Everything you do doesn't affect us. But what we do does affect you. And you need my company in order to be able to grow, because my technology is that good. We don't need you to grow. Your product is nothing more than house paint. I can make that, like I said, I made that 8 years ago. I can easily make your product. We don't get no credibility off your screen paint. We do those videos to keep you in line, that's all. I don't get anything from what you make at all. Not a thing. At all. It's just to keep you in line so you understand where you belong. That's it. Now, I don't know why you're getting upset over a product that we're making that's not yours. Why in the world are you sending me emails because you're upset over a product that I'm making? It's my product. You're bothered that much that I'm going to make a gray screen paint and charge $45. You know why that bothers you? Because you know that product's going to be better than your product. And your customers are going to come over and buy from me. That's what you're worried about. Because you don't do proper testing. And you know darn well at the end of the day, I can make a product, a gray screen paint, way better than what you have. And I did it already. And we'll do it again. That's what you're afraid of. Because at the end of the day, I couldn't care less what you make. Cinemax, Betamax, Charlie Max, whatever it could be. I don't care what you make over there. That doesn't mess up my profits. It doesn't mess up my contracts. I don't got people saying, oh, we're not going to do business with you because of Crow. We don't get that nonsense. No. You're threatened by the product, and that's why you're emailing me with these dumb questions about your product being the best. Don't care. Like I said, 8 years ago, I was making your stuff. So that's what he's worried about. He's worried about the minute I mentioned today about coming out with a product or a throwback. And mind, this is our product, not yours. This is our product. Something that we've been making years ago, before you even knew who I was or what I was about or if I existed or not. Years ago, you're threatened by it. Like I said, I would be. It's cheaper than your product, and it's going to be better than your product. I would be very afraid. I'm going to go get my strength, and we got to make this today. Yeah, he's afraid. It's a problem. He's terrified. Absolutely terrified. See that? Sitting there. So what? If I decide that I want to go back, I want to go back and start developing gray screen paints again, even though I'm not going to do it. Or if I decide I want to bring back one of my old screen paints from back in the day to sell for cheaper to my customers, what business is that of yours? Why are you so concerned? What you worried about? You sound a bit worried. Because you never said I was making your product and selling it. No. I said I was bringing back one of our old throwbacks to sell for $45 on a website. So you must be threatened. Or you would have never emailed me about your product being the best. But I look forward to you reviewing it. I do. And by the way, just so you don't basically go out and mix something together as you usually do, we're going to make these special stickers. And these special stickers are only going to go into containers that we ship out. And if you don't have one of those hologram stickers on the side of that container, which you have to display it, then we know that you probably mix something up and probably try to put a fake label on it. As a matter of fact, we're going to put a very different, interesting label. Now, I know for a fact that on my website, you can't take pictures off my website. You can't remove pictures off of it. It'll tell you right from the door that you can't remove these pictures. We're only going to display the labels on the website. You can't remove from any place else. Yeah, so we got to think of stuff like this. So this right here is the paint that I made mixing together. I'll show you the video where I just added this paint together and mixed it up. I don't know why, but this screen is a generic screen, and this screen is so freaking heavy, where the elite screen is much lighter. Got my screws in here? Yeah, my screws in here. We're going to paint this one today. We need this one for the demonstration. Yeah, you're threatened. Definitely threatened. Threatened and scared because I'm bringing back one of my old school screen paints. He's threatened and scared by that. See the email automatically. I just made that mention, twice a day? That we're going to bring back one of the old school screen paints that we used to make back in the day. Emailed me that quick, scared to death. Bragging about his product being the best. All right, then. You should have no problem going through the test. That's all. And if it's the best product, as you said it is, then what about doing that Starfield demonstration in a fully lit environment with some black sheets of paper? Because we did it on the Nova with white sheets of paper, even a certified screen. How about you do that demonstration? Or take that screen outside and do a Starfield demonstration. Or basically take your screen outside and take a direct hit from the sun and pull an image. Oh, you can't do any of that, can you? Or peel the screen like we did in the demonstration. Can't do that one either, can you? Okay, I thought so, but you are the best. say? Scared to death. He's so scared I can't even go into my old retro screen paints. Oh, you're not used to this, having lights on. He's scared that I'm going back into my old retro screen paints and I'm pulling out one of my old school screens. He's scared by that. Plenty scared. What you scared about? You know what the problem is? Like I said, you like to go against darker screens. Now you're going to go against a screen that's the same color as yours. I don't know. I might make this one a little bit different. Should I put sun killer technology into this? Because now we can take the old stuff and we can integrate it with new stuff technology that we have now. I haven't decided what we're going to put in it yet. But it'll be something different. Okay, let's get ourselves a projector in here and some serger. So we can get started on this one. Now, this right here is, I've done this one already. This is one of the ones we made. Simple base formula we designed. We're going to get more emails from him. He'll be sending us more. Trust me. Every time he sends me an email, I'll post it so you guys can see it. I know that's not his real number. I know his number already. I told you I hired an investigator to get some information on him. So we know all his information already. Yeah, we're good on it. We got him locked in. He's terrified. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the money we're going to get from here for $45. We're going to donate that to charity. That's what we're going to do with the money. Because we don't need it. We don't need the money at all. And like I said, you know, the stuff we have right here that we're going to develop today, it's not going to hold a candle to anything we develop over here at all, period. So, you know, at least you can give it to somebody who needs it more, which is good. I'm not looking to make a profit off of this. We're not looking to at all, period. This is throwback products. We don't even make this stuff. Just go to show you that I told you that if I wanted to, I could take your stuff, advance it, make it far more advanced than what it is, and use it to blow out your own stuff and sell it for cheaper. Okay, we need a serger. That's what we need. But we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay, I'll take this one right here because we're not going to lights on here today. Oh, this is supposed to be off with burning power. See, the problem is that fed you a whole lot of hoopla on this product. Again, doesn't do any testing at all. That's why we did the screen. I said we don't have to do any testing because there's no testing on this product. Everything he does is to cut corners. Same thing like the Invisible Technology 9 we developed. You just watched that detailed demonstration on that screen we just did? You just watch that detail, how that screen pulled up that image of them snow dogs outside. You didn't do any of that. You call yourself making the product. Again, product's designed to be peeled off, reapplied, and be used outside. Didn't show anything like that whatsoever. You pick and choose out of a demonstration what you want to use, and you try to say, well, I did the same thing they did. So now instead of you going against darker screens, now you're going to have to go against our old schools. And these screens right here, the technology we developed years ago, will wipe your stuff so easy, it's not even funny. That's what you're afraid of now. And feel free to basically go to the website and purchase. And at least you'll be giving something back to charity. Oh, you're not getting it for free. You're going to pay for it. You got $45. And I'll make sure that we give out some of this paint for free to a few people that we know that will do side-by-sides on your product. So we know you don't do anything sneaky like mixing something in with it to make it detain it. We'll have those demonstrations ahead of time. So let me see what we got going on here. That's going up. We need to go over. That's what we need to do. We need to expand. So that's the problem. He's got you all tricked. Using all heavy, high-powered projectors in a dark environment. You can make anything look good with a high-powered projector in a darkened room, in a dark environment. Big companies do it all the time. They go out and they buy the most expensive projector they can get their hands on. They use an ambient light controlled environment. That's what they call it. That's the theme for it, ambient light controlled environment. And they do the same thing. Now, keep it up and I'll take all your screens outside and I'll stick them against that Nova 9 and see if you can basically survive that sun demonstration again. You want to go through that one again? I don't think so. Oh, I have one of my screens fade your screen, turn into a white screen like this one right here. If I put your product against this screen, I can turn your screen white. I can fade it. You won't even see color on any screens. Your products don't see no color on any of our screens at all. All right, so we have a screen right here, or my screen. Let me see. Let's go get his personal mix first. Show you. Sending me angry emails because I decided to bring back one of my old school screen paints and he's bothered by that. Isn't that a shame? He's threatened by it. Your personal mix right there. You call the video that I did a scam because how's it a scam if I'm showing videos of videos that you deleted? How's that a scam? It's your videos. Yeah, okay. Let me just figure that one out, people. All right, but let's move on. That right there is your personal mix. Right there, next to my screen. There you go. What? Now what? What's your excuse? That's my product. I can call my product whatever I want. I can price my product whatever I want. If it bothers you because I'm pricing my product at $45, that's your problem, not mine. Don't email me with dumb stuff and say, oh, my screen paint is the best. Who cares? Who freaking cares at the end of the day? Who cares? Sitting there ranting and crying about stuff. And you got a nerve to call somebody a Karen and you're emailing me, minding my business. Hold on for a minute. I got to reboot this thing. They have issues from time to time, the fire sticks. They do. The suckers will shut off on you. Just like when we came on here, we developed the 9, minding our own business, developing the screen paint, working on the invisible screen paint. What happens? Here comes Flo Joe with a can of frost paint talking about, oh, I can do the same thing. Mind your own business. Came out there with poly and black paint. I can do the same thing. Each time you embarrass yourself to the point where you deleted one of the videos. Then we called you out on it and caught you deleting the video. And then you put the video back on and caught you again. Look at you. Matches your screen perfectly. Let's do this one right here. I'm charging people $75 for a product that's 8 years old. It's only worth $50 to $45. That's all it's worth. We could do the same thing. That's what it's worth, people. It's worth 45 to 50 bucks. That's what it's worth. Only reason why he's getting that image because he's using an expensive projector. We're using a Christie projector, that 4300 lumens projector, the lumens, and we're matching your screen. I sure enough didn't buy your screen paint, and I sure enough don't have enough to cover a screen this size. Made this myself. And you can preach all up and down, well, it's not my product, but like I said, you know, you can go ahead and make our products. Just make sure you pass every last test that's done on their products, and make sure all the tests are live. Make sure they match our tests identically. If not, it's not our product. Let me see what else we got on here. Let's bring this one up right here. There you go. Again, as I said before, I was making your product 8 years ago. I have made gray screen paint on just about every freaking level you could possibly think of, and I have made your product already. You're making my product. Everything you have I've already done it. That's why I can do this demonstration. So what makes your product different from mine? Nothing. You don't have any tests. Now, if you call yourself making a Black Nova, you've got to pass all the tests that Black Novas have to go through. And the first test that Black Novas have to go through is a 5-screen certified from the door when they're first painted. People, you've seen enough of my live demonstrations. You know what we put our screens through. So if you can't pass any of those tests, you don't have our product. You can mix whatever you want together. But I tell you one thing, since you don't have no tests under this, all I got to do is just mix a few things together and voila, I got your product. What test demonstrations do you have? Name one. Oh, distance still in the dark with a 1000 lumen projector? Oh, that's easy. That's not a challenge. Should I get a little closer? Since you like to zoom up on things, let's go back a little more. I'm gonna go back on that video. Let's see how close I come to your screen. That's pretty darn close. That is really darn close. The only difference is this product right here doesn't have any metallic in it. Doesn't have any glitter. It's just gray and white paint. That's it. Didn't even measure. Just poured it into a container. You want to check out that video? You got the best screen paint. No, I have the best screen paint. Because I made it before you. You're making my product. The only problem is that I'm honest when I do things. I'm not going to tell my customers that this product right here is going to be able to perform like a black screen. That's not going to happen. That would be a lie. If I have to do contrast demonstrations, I have to do them in a fully lit environment to show my customers how the screen is going to react. I have to compare that to a real black screen, which I can bring my Nova, any one of my Novas up here, and show you the demonstration next to my Nova, which it does to your screen every time. It washes out your screen. It'll wash out this screen too. I'm not going to tell them that. I'm not going to bring in an overpriced, expensive projector to embellish the picture quality. No, we're not doing any of that. Well, that show is still going on? Really? How? Six hours of beautiful places on earth. When we market this and we put it on a website, we're going to put it as it is. We're not going to say that the contrast levels are going to be equal to a black screen. We're not going to say the white levels are going to be higher. Yes, that's true. Color is going to be mid-level. Contrast is going to be mid-level. It's not going to compare to a black screen. It's not going to be to pull the color of a black screen or any of the darker screens. It's not going to have that capability. This is the throwbacks. This is old stuff. It doesn't have that capability. But you got this fellow over here trying to sell you on something that it's not. Like I tell people, it's like when you go to like a company like Screen Innovation, or sometimes at some of these booths, they have their screens on display. You go down, you sit down in the chair, and you look at all the movie stuff they have in there. It's pretty overwhelming. Look at this beautiful screen that pops up, and the picture quality looks absolutely amazing. Now, some people don't even think, how much is the projector that's showing the demonstration? Because if you got $5,000 in your pocket and you go buy that screen and take it home, if you have anything less than what they're displaying in that showroom, you're not going to get the same picture quality. Because if that was the case, why would you need to buy the money for 4K when you can just take a basic 720p projector and get the same thing? There's a difference between that. That's why they use those high-end projectors to make up for what the screen is going to be lacking. So if he's using a $4,000 projector, do you think you're going to get the same image off a projector that's going to be 720p or 1080p? No, you're not going to get the same. If you believe that, then guess what? There's a bridge, I think, over in Brooklyn or wherever it is, Golden Gate Bridge, I think it's over Brooklyn, California, whatever. I need to sell you. Because you have lost your mind if you believe that's going to work. You're not going to get the same picture quality. It's like you're going into a car dealership. I like the word I like Bugatti. Anyway, that's why I keep saying Bugatti. You got a Bugatti, nothing against Hondas. A Bugatti and a Honda. You know the difference between both cars, right? You know that car is not going to drive like the other one. You know that, right? All right, then. It's going to be different because the Bugatti's oil change is like, what, $22,000, $25,000, something like that? Up there, that's what the price is for it. So there's a big difference in maintenance in that car and maintenance in this car, performance in this car, performance in that car. The other car, you can stick about a certain amount of gas in that car. You better not stick a certain amount of gas in it. So there's a difference. Same thing falls behind in projectors. That's why I don't like companies that start off with these high-end, high-powered projectors, because you can't figure out who's doing all the work. Is it the screen or the projector? That's why they should start off on 720p and old, outdated projectors, because at least somebody can relate to that. Even the commercials match. Contrast almost don't pull up. I can only enhance the technology as far as I can go, but like I said, it has limitations. Black technology, darker technology doesn't have limitations to it. That stuff does. Now, let's go back on this right here. This is a beautiful, beautiful demonstration, right? Imitation. And again, like I said, he painted the picture that the technology we developed is supposed to be so dark you can't see the screen. Those of you who know what's going to happen, I would suggest you leave because you're not going to like this one. Well, of course we know you leave when we show a black screen. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. You already know what's going to happen. You know what the black screen is going to do to it. If these screens are going against certified projection screens, what the freak do you think they're going to do to a screen paint? And take it apart. Let's bring it back some because my projector is way too close. That's better. I don't like to have my projector that close. Drives me crazy. There you go. Washed it out with no problem whatsoever. You already know the door. The minute a black screen comes into play, you know the door. You know what's going to happen. That's why we start in here with a full room, a good amount of people. Then they start leaving one by one. The minute we pull a black screen into play. When we pull a black screen into play, they start leaving because they know exactly what's going to happen when that black technology touches one of these screens. This technology is so far more superior than these gray screens. It's not even funny. And there's the image right there. You're getting up close of his gray screen paint versus our black technology. And we'll leave that there a bit. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Actually, I'm gonna put that downstairs with me. All right, let me finish this through. So yeah, that's what you get. It doesn't have any contrast. It can't pick up. And the images come up faded and washed out. There you go. Black technology is superior over everything. That's his gray screen paint right there against the Signature 17. Look, background can't pick up, washed out right here. And meanwhile, the Signature 17 is supposed to be so dark, or black technology so dark you can't see it, and yet it's washing out his screen. This is his personal mix. This is the lightest gray screen paint we have over here right now. If that cinnamon mix came over here, and if it's lighter than this, oh my goodness. Talking about going against a black screen, you're gonna wash out. And I'm still looking for that black spot that's supposed to come up. We're not getting that. So there we go right there. That tells you right there. Right from the door, that tells you right there. Nope. No way whatsoever we ever be able to beat a black screen. Never will happen. Never. Again, that's old technology. It's old. And I'm technology. It's old. Let's go back and put my screen back where it's at. Right there. That's why we're selling the paint for $45. It's worth $45. I see it. And so we had the ultralights and all that. The ultralights are better, are going to be better than the digital one 3.0. They're actually definitely better than that. We're not going to go that far on the ladder. I'm not going to put that kind of money into our time into it. We're going to take something from the old school recipe book, and that's what we're going to make. So as you can see, with the product that I made, I can match this product with no problem. With the black screen I have behind him, I can wash out his screen with no problem. That's why this stuff right here that we made, it's not going to be to compete with this at all, period. So this is considered to be the white projection screen of our technology. So we're going to put 50 of them in the shopping cart at $45 a piece. Sorry, we cannot ship these overseas because the shipping cost is going to be a little bit too expensive. But, yeah, we're shipping for free in the U.S. And this is what he's bothered by. This is why he emailed me and he's complained about best screen paint, best screen paint. No, buddy, your product is not that good. I beat it on the screens a few minutes ago. It's not that good. And I showed high, bright colors and I still washed the screen out. And here I got a screen over here that's actually matching your product. You're threatened by it. And feel free. I would love for you to do a review on it. Yes, I would. Because this is what's going to happen. Let's see what happens. See, you like to take our darker products and try to match them on white levels. Let's show you this right here. This is your UV mix right here. This is your UV product right here. That's how dark it comes up. Now by itself, basically if you were to display the screen by itself, it would be able to show a somewhat decent image. If you put it behind a screen that's lighter than it, this is what will come up. And that's what he didn't do in this demonstration. He displayed the screen at a whole full level. He didn't put anything behind it. You didn't put a white sheet of paper against it. You didn't do any white levels, nothing. You showed a fight scene. That's all you showed. Again, cutting corners again. That's your UV mix. So the product we're going to make, we're not going to put your UV mix in there because the product I'm going to make right now is going to basically destroy your UV mix. It's not going to be to keep it with that screen at all whatsoever. It's going to make everything look dirty on that screen. So we're not going to use that. And you go around telling people that your products don't come up dark and dirty. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Now see how it looks independently by itself? See how this one looks independently by itself? Now you put that against a lighter screen, and that's how it comes up. That's why when he did the demonstration, he never showed you any white sheets of paper, anything against it that compared to show off the white levels. When we do our black screens, we put white screens up against our screens all the time to show you the difference when it comes to the white levels. He didn't do that to you, did he? He just showed you a demonstration of him watching the fight on his screen, which means it would have came up looking like this because it would have been shown independently. If you put another screen behind it, you would have saw the flaws. See that right there? Now watch, I'm going to pause right there. Go back. See right there? See how orange looks and everything? Now what happens if we put this against a screen? It's going to show the flaws. There you go. Didn't show you that part, did he? No, he didn't. What he did was he basically displayed the screen independently by itself with nothing next to the screen to show the difference. If he had put a white screen or a gray screen behind that, or even his own product, you would have saw the black levels were too low and you would have seen the screen come up too dark. Showing the screen by itself with nothing against it, then you're not really going to see any flaws there, are you? See, that's what I'm saying. Cutting corners every chance he gets. That's why. You got to watch him. And every time we bust him and we catch him doing this dumb stuff, first thing he gets mad, he starts screaming, it's, oh, they're a scam, they're a scam. Yeah. It's like a little boy that cried wolf. That's what you sound like. Anytime we display, matter of fact, we'll do that today. I'll bring down my black screen downstairs. And we do that all the time with white sheets of paper and white sample sheets and all that good stuff. Now this is the Cinema Mix. This is a Metallica Mix 2.0. This is the one that matched primer. Put that right there. Now, look how that one comes up next to our screen. It comes up dark. this one comes up, blending right in. Let's go over to, let me see if we got something else here. Let's go some snow levels. 4K snow screensavers. All he's talking about is white levels. Look how dark the levels are coming up on that. I'm not going to bother putting the UV mix up there because it's going to look bad. It's going to look really, really, really bad. Because that screen can't pull a white level. That's the problem. We're just doing this on gray screens only. Let's get the white levels in there. There you go. These are the white levels on your Metallica Mix 2.0. They're dark. And you can see our screen is actually, the one we made is pulling up a higher white level than your personal mix. Your personal mix is coming up a bit yellow. That right there. See how dark that comes up? Now you notice that when he does this demonstration against his UV mix, he doesn't do it against white screens or light gray screens. He doesn't do that. No, 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 no. He'll do everybody else's product that way, but he won't do his own that way. Because if he did, I'm just saying, this is how it would come up. This is how you would see it. That's how it would produce. Bring it back a little bit. Let me break it down for you. I like that commercial. I'm gonna do for you, boss. Let me break it down for you. Yeah, you talk about your white levels. There you go. That can't pick it up, and that can't pick it up. Look at the white levels on that one. Look at the white levels on that one. Look at your screen here and here. So I already know from the door that this can't see a white level. We know this from the door. It's too dark. There's no way in the world this is going to pick up a white level at all. Period. It's too dark. It can't see white light. That's the problem. Now, this one right here, this right here is got to be, this is 2 tablespoons. That's got to be 1 tablespoon right there. Because it took 2 to make this one. This is the Metallica Mix 2.0. That's the video he removed the video. And that's when we went and we were able to, match the screen. So automatically to make this is easy. That's just a couple more shades of gray to make that. That's nothing. That's pretty much what it is. Oh wait, let me show you something real quick. Let me just find it. I'm going to show you something real quick. There you go. Watching your white levels on your screen. We're going to talk about these glorious white levels. Guess what? I just did it just now. No problem. Now our new product that we're going to make is going to be quite fascinating. Yeah. See how dark that screen is right there? Make sure we got the right remote control. So I've got the right remote control in my pocket. Let's go back a little farther. That's primer right there. That's gray primer. That's what that is. box. Let me break it down for you. Metallica Mix 2.0. You just match gray primer. That's gray primer. That's the primer I had downstairs. I paid $15 a gallon for. Got it over at Lowe's. That's what you just matched. A sheet of gray primer. You'll react exactly the same way to the white levels on the screen. Exactly the same way y'all react. Just by this alone, automatically, I can tell exactly how every last one of your products are made. And I guarantee you're using that basic base from gray to white to black teaspoons to gray teaspoons. That's what you're doing. How is it that I'm doing these demonstrations and you're not doing these demonstrations? This is something you should be doing. And how am I doing this and you're not doing this? So this is Everyday Primer for $15. This is a product I made downstairs in my kitchen using gray and gray paint and white paint. I mixed this. Didn't use any measurements. There's no silver glitter in it. There's no gold glitter in it. There's no silver. It's just basic gray paint. Gray and white paint. That's all it is. I'll put that video so you can see how that was made. This right here is just Everyday Primer. $15 container primer. That's all that is. This right here is gray primer, dark gray primer. See for yourself. Come over here and look at this. That's dark gray primer. Like I said before, I sat there and said in the video, I'm not trying to make your products. I don't have to try. I did it already. I made your products. That's how I'm able to mix that stuff together and get that. That primer is just primer. That's all that is. But I was trying to make stuff. I got no interest in making it. I don't shoot videos on YouTube. I don't go, hey, we're going to make this stuff today and give it away for free. I don't do that. I don't do videos saying I'm giving your product away for free. I don't do that. I don't put a whole bunch of ingredients. I put my own stuff when I make my own products. I say, no way form, this is your stuff at all whatsoever. I don't do that. You do that stuff. And I used your video to make the product. One of the videos, I used your own video, your own tutorial video to make the product. So let me get this straight. You called the video that I put up showing you going into Home Depot with our product, number one, showed you mixing products together and then deleting your video. Then you basically doing a demonstration about the 19 that was supposed to be, it was dark gray, but you made a mistake and made it clear and deleted the video. And because we had those and we posted those videos, we're scammers. So that's not your house. That's not you on the video. That's what you're saying at all. That's not you at all. All right, then I see aliens came by, deducted you, cloned your body, and they just put you in place and some you're in a flying saucer floating around the universe. All right, whatever. Gray primer. Gray primer reacts. If you stick that up against the screen, that's how it looks. Everyday gray primer. Your product next to gray primer. UV mix. Reacts the exact same way as the gray primer. Looks exactly the same way. So let me get this straight. $15 container, $15 a gallon of gray primer. Match your Metallica Mix 2.0. Your personal mix was able to make that by using, and I didn't even measure, no glitter, no silver, just basic white paint and basic gray paint. I'll put the demonstration, watch yourself. And that right there is just gray primer. That's all it is. And you got a nerve to use the word scammer? Really? Okay. This is why people, you don't see any demonstrations, because his product, you don't see any, no test. You can't test this stuff out. It won't work. TCL 4K demonstration. And here you are sending me emails because you're mad because I said that I was going to bring back my own product that I made 8 years ago and sell it for $45, and you got mad over that? Sounds like somebody's a bit threatened. Yep, told you. Well, with that being said, now you know why you're getting scammed. There you go. Proof. And you can do little videos by basically painting the screen black and saying, oh, this is how the products turn out. When I can take your product and stick it against my screen and I can wash your screen out. Yeah. See, if my screen came up that dark, it'd be virtually impossible for me to walk around my environment in a fully lit environment and pull a screen up. Virtually impossible. See, wouldn't show up. You don't use common sense. And I don't even have expensive projectors in here to do it. So you can't say it's the projectors doing all the work. And you can't say I'm in a dark environment, because that's not it either. And my demonstrations, my environments are far brighter than yours, and my projectors are far cheaper, and my screens are bigger than your screens. And I still can produce an amazing image walking around on live through my house. You can't do that. I can show a star field here, a star field here, Tron over there, white levels here, white levels there. You can't do that. You call me a scammer, and I can do things in my videos that you can't even begin to even think of. And here, look at your product for all the world to see. So yes, the Digital One Crystal Screen 3.0 Throwback will be coming out. It'll be $45, and we will show you the demonstrations you should be seeing when you're purchasing a gray screen paint. And the reason why we're only charging $45 because that's all it's worth. And we'll donate that money to charity. I will find a charity. I will make sure I display it on the website so you know where your money's going. Now, if you feel that I'm wrong in a demonstration, hey, feel free to do the same demonstration I just did and back it up. He ain't gonna back it up. He's gonna run out and do a demonstration against us saying, look, this is how black the screens come up. Yeah, okay, we heard that one too many times before. Moving on. Look at the primer next to the screen paint, the UV mix. Look how well they're blending in with no problem. Look at this. Blending in, blending in, blending in. Let's stand back so you can get that good view. How the freak is that possible? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Blending in perfectly. Man, I'm telling you, boy, you just know how to do people wrong, boy. That's that's really bad. That is really, really bad. That's really bad. That UV mix is matching right to that primer. And that primer is Bullseye. The Bullseye? Yeah, Bullseye. Dark primer. Got that at Home Depot for around, I think it's $8 or $9 a gallon. Primer over here, I paid 15 bucks for it over here. $15 a gallon. You're paying $107 for a product. that's being embellished by an expensive projector. Every projector he bought in there as his main projector has been expensive projectors. You got no choice. Meanwhile, my projector in the next room is an 800 by 600 720p that sits 18 feet back. 126-inch screen that sits in a bay of windows. More light in that environment than you have in your entire house all put together. Back in here, we got an NEC Ultra Short Throw XGA projector. Cost me $59. My screen is 148 inches. Way bigger than your screen. And I can produce in a fully lit environment with no problem whatsoever. I can display anything I want on that screen. You can't do that. Got an 80-inch screen upstairs in the Japanese tea room. I got 2 big windows. I sit there and press light on that screen constantly all the time. I can show a Starfield demonstration, anything I want on there. Got another 151-inch painted on the wall, Black Nova. Got a magenta. That screen produces color that's so freaking incredible. If you saw the gaming demonstration on that screen, it is absolutely eye candy all day long. No calibrated required. No calibration required. Let's turn the lights up. Let's see what happens when we turn the lights up. It ain't gonna be much. It's not gonna be dark in here, but this will give you an idea. There you go. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, at the end of the day, don't send me emails because you're threatened by my old throwback screen paints. I don't want to see your emails. You got threatened, you got bothered about me bringing back one of my old screen paints. You got bothered by the price I was charging. What is that any of your business? And feel free. You want to do a review against the product? Hey, let me know. You can go buy it off the website. We'll put one of those special stickers on it so you show that you did make that purchase. If you don't got one of those stickers, then you didn't buy it from us. And no, you can't go down and buy the stickers from anywhere. We're going to get those custom made. So keep in mind that you're going to review a product that costs way less than your product. So he's going to have to try to do something to it to taint the screen. He got to do something to taint the screen. The pressure is on him. You got to do something to it. You got to show it comes up too dark. But that's going to be hard for a screen to come up too dark when it's actually very light. The product's going to be a very light product. So that's going to be hard to try to do, to mix something in it to make it look darker, because that's not going to work. So you're going to review a product that may have the potential, and we're already going to show the results over here. We already know it's going to happen. It's going to have potential to beat your screen or blend your screen. And if it blends your screen, you say, well, they're both the same. Doesn't make a difference. Mine's $45. Yours is $107. And my shipping is free. You charge for shipping. So I thought about that. We did, when we had, like I said, when we had the ultralight gray, remember the ultralight gray screen paint? When we had the black silver, he never did a review against those products. He stayed as far away from those products as possible. He wasn't near the dark. He actually made some of the darker screens. We all know that because it didn't match any of their demonstrations. But that's when he tried to play around with the darker screens. And he put my light screen product against it. Well, now it's different. Now you got a light screen that's coming out that you're going to have to put your stuff against. How are you going to get around that? What we'll do is we'll bring it out once a month. Once a month, we'll bring it out and we'll put so many in the shopping cart. That's what we'll do. And then when it's time for me to leave this business and go somewhere else, you know, when they get done paying me what they're going to pay me, then I'll basically come back out and I'll offer it at $5 a quart. How about that? Something really cheap, like $5 a quart. Because like I said, I wouldn't be making your stuff. I just open up my old recipe book of my own products I made 8 years ago, which is the same stuff you have now. And I'll basically just, make a few of it here and there, and then basically we'll do something every month or whatever. I'll pay a company to come in and they can process it for me. And that's it, and I'll just sit back and chill. And all that money would just go to charity. Probably used to always say more than one way to skin a cat. Now, I'm worried about it hurting my profits? Nah, not really. Not at all. For what my technology can do, this stuff couldn't hold a candle to it. So no. That's why I don't worry about you doing your demonstrations. Your product wouldn't hurt our products at all. The flowers smell so good. One thing I do like to smell flowers. I'm gonna let this one run. I'm gonna sit back there and relax a little bit. Having a heat wave, tropical heat wave. Sending me emails upset about me bringing out my own product. Upset about me buying my own product. And you got a nerve to send me a message that your product is the best. No, it ain't. Your product is basically primer. That's what it is. And some paint that I made on my kitchen table. Product the best. Yeah, okay, sure. If your product's the best, well, guess what? What's that right there? That would be the best, right? Because I made that right there. Let's go with J and K 4K demonstrations. Your product's the best, right? All right. That's what you said in the email. My product is the best. All right. I guess primer's the best too. Black and white paint's the best too. Dark primer's the best too, right? And if you run the video, if you run the video, you can see exactly what my Signature 16 did to his product, since it's the best. And we did that on bright colors. Faded your screen, turned it white. Ooh, that's so bad. That dark primer, that's so bad. That looks like the same product you tried to label our product as. That's how your product is coming up on that side. It is so bad. I have no idea how in the world you don't bang your head on the side of that freaking rim while you're jumping up in the air. That would freak me out. But I guess they got the calculations down pat, and I guess if you got a feel for it, then you're good. But still, it would cross my mind a few times. Like, man, if I catch this, man, I'm done. I guess they got it figured out. They didn't. They wouldn't know what they were doing. That's pretty hot, though. See what else we got on here real quick. Let's check this one out right here. Let's do this one. Wait, is this a Lego competition? What is this one? I love Legos. I just can't build them for jack. I am not good building with Legos, but I love how other people do it. I'm watching this tonight. What is this? Yeah, I'm watching that tonight. I love that kind of stuff. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I gotta watch that tonight. Ah. So let me give a message out to this joker. Like I said, we don't care, but we're not trying to make your product. I'm bringing back my old schools. That's what I'm bringing back. One of my throwbacks. I'm bringing back one of my throwbacks. And like I said, I'm not threatened by your product. I can bring back one of my throwbacks. It's not going to affect my cash flow with any of the screens we develop over here at all, period. That's why you can bring it up. We can charge $45 for it because it's not going to affect any the high-tech stuff we develop. It's not. But that's just to tell you, if our own technology that we develop, that is going to be better than yours. And in some ways, match your products with no problem. If we're not threatened by that stuff, and we could charge $45 for it, because that's the price it should be at. It's an 8-year-old product. It should be around $45. Then what makes you think we're threatened by your products? We're not at all. Not the least bit. That should tell you something right there. See that big screen crow? I made that screen paint. I made that on camera. I bought that one right there, and I bought these two because these are primer. But that screen at the bottom, that's matching your personal mix, I made that. That's my product I made. And all the products that you're making right now, they're mine too. Made them 8 years ago. Wouldn't be surprised if you were going and checking out my old demonstrations and trying to figure out how I made my products. Let's let that play. I know I'm grabbing some pork chops or something. I'm not trying to make no products at all, period. Bringing back my old schools, my throwbacks. And if you're threatened by that and that bothers you, then that's your problem, not mine. If you want to do a review against it, knock yourself out. We don't care. If it comes up anything different than our video demonstrations that we're displaying, we automatically know from the door you mess with it. And this stuff is going to be very, very, very light. So we'll know if you darkened it or tampered it or put anything into it. We'll know. And the sad part about, not sad part about, the funny part, more funny part, and we know it's going to match your stuff because we're matching it right now. I have your product here. This screen comes close to matching any of your newer stuff. It's not going to be good because this stuff is $45 and you're charging $107 for yours. Which means they can get the product from me for cheaper. And they're going to buy this stuff. You will self-destruct your own stuff. You even think about doing a demonstration. We want you to. We want you to demonstrate it, but you will self-destruct. All right, let's take down the primer because we know this is primer. That's two screens if you didn't notice that together. Primer. This right here is primer, dark primer, UV mixed together. And this right here is his personal mix. see, sitting on top of the screen paint that I made in my kitchen. As a matter of fact, let me pause that for a minute. I want this paint underneath of it, because I don't want it sticking out. To tell you the truth, I'm not even in the mindset of what's the word for it? I'm not even trying to really, no, I'm not really trying to beat your screen. Well, I don't even know what I'm trying to do. I want to come close to it. I want to beat it. I don't know what you want to do. I want to blend it. Don't want to beat it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as I go along. Let's move on. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I want to completely blend the screen. Is that close enough for you all? And this is supposed to be your personal, your customized personal mix. The one you customize for yourself. The one that was a secret that no one else could figure out. I got it right here. I can make as much as I want. That's your signature. Not anymore. But like I said, not interested. I could easily take this product and basically upgrade it to something even better and use this against your product. But nah, we're going to start off from a whole different base. We need something completely different. Now the 3.0, like I said, we never got a chance to launch it because, like I said, with the contracts and crap that went on, but 3.0 was designed completely different. I love how he puts onyx in it. Oh, dude, this is not going to be dark, man. This paint's going to be very, very light. It is. It's going to blend into all your stuff, and whatever doesn't blend in, it's going to be. That UV mix, I wouldn't even put that stuff in there because it's going to turn that screen dirty. Very, very dirty. Let's see if we can get in and get some more demonstrations out of this. Let's go over to this one. Let's get up close. And like I said, because it's a throwback and it's 8 years old, even the base for this stuff is 8 years old. It's old. It's only worth 45 bucks. Because you can't see contrast and can't see color. Neither can the screen. The screen can't see contrast and color. I would never tell you that. Oh, heck no. Doesn't have that capability. Let's keep it here. I'm back. Hey, you gotta see this, right? Look, I gotta tell you this. So anyway, do you remember when we tried to get Crow's screen paint a while back, and he sent us emails on our account telling he don't do business with scammers? He's upstairs asking for free screen paint, asking to get free screen paint from us. But when we tried to buy his product, he was basically ranting about, oh, I don't do business with scammers and this, that, and the other. And now he's trying to get us to give him the free screen paint. You want the product for free? Here's the deal. Send us over that Cinemax. I'm going to get it either way. It don't make a difference. I mean, I'm going to pay somebody over in California to pick it up for me. One way or another, I'm going to get it, just like I got your product over here right now. But you want to ask me for my product for free, mind you, for free, and yet, this is not his real number, by the way. So y'all can see that. It's not his number. For free, but yet, when we try to buy your product, you called us scammers. You didn't want to sell us your product, and we offered you money. And you didn't want to basically have anything to do with us because we were scammers. You don't do business with scammers. This is after you blocked our eBay account several times because you didn't want us getting your product. You don't do business with scammers. So you don't do business with scammers, but yet you're asking me for free. You want for free our product. That's what you want. See that right there? Ain't that sad? And they got to say blessed day. You far from a Christian, my man. I never say blessed day. But you wouldn't give us the product. Here's the deal, buddy. We want a quart of the Cinemax. Now, either you give it to us for free, or we go in and you're going to have to send it to us first because you do dirty stuff. We're not going to send it to you until we get that product here. You don't get the product until we see what we got here is actually legit, because you've done that in the past. You have we ordered something and didn't get what we ordered for, because the way your eBay account's set up, anybody can order anything and just get anything back from you. You can send them anything you want. So you're not a trustworthy person when it comes to that. And we have the video to back it up of you on live. We pre-recorded it on live claiming that you sent us the wrong stuff. So you're known for doing dirty stuff. So when that product gets here and my associates are able to pick it up and they show that you did send what you were supposed to send, they'll open it up and everything, that you did what you're supposed to do, then we'll send it over. Other than that, I can just have somebody come and just buy your product. I don't got to go through all that. I'll just contact somebody in California and buy it. You could buy yours too. I'm pretty sure you got $45 laying around in that pocket somewhere. Yours, you buy the product. And that way we can get the money over to charity. All right? All right. So you're not getting it for free. You don't do business with scammers, but yet over here, he don't want to honest people. I told you, to see the email here. Now mind the video we just did downstairs a few minutes ago of him scamming people with primer that matched his product. He has a name Crow, best screen paint, message, hi, this is Crow, the best screen paint out there. You sound like a wrestler for WWE. You told me to contact you for a free quart of Digital One Crystal Onyx. Got the name wrong. How are we going to send you the right thing? You got to come back and send us the right name. And again, like I said, you got to pay for it. That money goes to charity. We actually recorded all this to show people that you didn't send it. Honestly, blah, 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 blah. Recorded all this to show people that honestly didn't send it. How many accounts do we have of us basically trying to order Crow's product and him canceling our order over and over again and again? So, yeah, good luck on that one. Address, P.O. Box. Have a blessed day. So, this is what you're telling people that, oh, boy, I'm telling you, it's a mixed up board right there. No, you'll pay for it. That's going to charity. Isn't that a shame that we recorded trying to order his products and he sat there and said, I don't do business with scammers at all. I don't sell my product to scammers. We don't do business with them at all. But yet you want that product for free really bad. Order it just like everybody else orders it. That's what you do. We paid for ours, you paid for yours. You didn't send me any free screen paint, did you? No, you didn't. So guess what? You can pay for it. It's $45. That's all you got to do. Until then, that paint sells for $45. We'll do all the demonstrations that have to be and need to be done. And as I showed you already in the demonstration, his stuff matches primer. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what you got delivery coming through. His stuff matches primer. We all seen that right now. So it is what it is. You buy it. That's what I find kind of funny because, like I said, we had the silver. He never did any demonstration against that. And the ultralight gray, he stayed far away from those screens. So let's see right here. See that? All that because we mentioned a product that we're actually selling for $45. He's threatened by it that badly, that he's contacting us trying to get his hands on something. That badly, he's scared. I would be too. Right? You buy it like everybody else. That's what you do. You go buy it. Since we couldn't go in and purchase your product, because right now, if I wanted to place an order for his product, he's got me blocked. And right there it shows that on the eBay account, we made a purchase from him several times. I got videos of him. Every time I went to go make a purchase, he jumped the price every single time. Then he removed his whole entire listing. Got videos of that too on live. Constantly trying to make orders from him, and he does not want to basically do any business with us at all, period. He's canceled order after order after order after order after order. Now all of a sudden you want me to send you paint. Nope, ain't gonna happen, buddy. You're going to have to buy it just like everybody else. All right, and don't use the word scammer, because after we just saw downstairs, you match gray primer, you match a $15 container of primer, and you match the screen paint that I made downstairs on the kitchen counter, which was basically gray and white paint. That's what it was. Let me see. So we can't have anybody from Philadelphia place the order, because if anybody from Philly places the order, he automatically cancels the orders right from the door. See right here? The history of us basically trying to order from him. See, these are the ones accepted, are the ones we were able to get that went through. And he declined. I'll show you. He declined the rest of the orders. Canceled every last one of them. Decline. These are the ones we're able to push through. And he went back in and he actually declined them right, left, and right. Wouldn't allow him to go through. He want the product over there. He sent us an email. We said, "Oh, how come you don't want to go through?" And he said, "We don't do business with scammers." So if you don't do business with scammers, why are you asking us for free paint? So let me see right here. See how bothered he gets? Because we decided to bring back an old school screen paint and sell to our customers for $45. He's threatened by that. He has to be the only one that has the best screen paint on the face of the planet. Yeah, you're making my stuff from 8 years ago, and you're talking about the best stuff. You're making my stuff from 8 years ago. See what we got attached to this one right here. Come back in here. The only problem is your stuff is matching primer downstairs, and that's not doing too good for you. And that means you haven't been honest to your customers. And this is why you have videos deleted off your accounts that you don't have anymore, because you was doing things you weren't supposed to be doing. That's why. I mean, you want to get mad at us because we out you for it. Okay, let me see. eBay. These are the messages we got from our account from him of Crow contacting us. These are all our eBay messages, all go straight to our eBay account. And these are the messages we were having back and forth when we tried to place an order. He said, I don't do business with scammers. Order canceled. Your order was canceled right there. Cancel the order right there. If I get my phone to get a little closer in there. Right there. That's better. Right in there. Order was canceled. Order was canceled. Canceled our order. Placed the order for its product, and he canceled it. As soon as the order went through, get a little keyboard mouse out of the way. Right there. Your order was canceled. Right there. Let me show you some of the other messages we've got from him. Let me see. Here we go. He's saying that we're obsessed with him in one of his messages. Oh, I forgot to forward these over to the attorney. I got to forward them over today to the attorney, these messages. Anyway, so right there, he says we're supposed to be obsessed with him. We just went out and made an invisible screen paint, and you followed behind trying to do a demonstration to show that we weren't making our product correctly. We announced today that we're going to be bringing out an old school screen paint, and you're emailing me, worrying about my product. Okay, cancel. That was another cancel order right there. Canceled or ordered again. That's another order he canceled. Let's go down here. Order confirmed. We placed another order. Thank you for your purchase, Ken. We just purchased another order from him. All right. Came back in. Cancel the order again. Another order confirmed. We got from him again. We placed another order. These are all orders that went through and right back, coming back in. This is where basically he started canceling orders left and right. We can't do business with this guy, and this is why I don't trust him. No way in the world I would send you over and do an equal exchange, because you're not a person to be trusted. You're not a person to be trusted. You do very dirty things, and that's why. And you're not a person to be trusted. So no, I'm not going to even bother doing some trade-off with you, because you're not a trustworthy person. What I'm going to do is I'm going to contact my people over in California, and I'm going to have them place an order for your product, because you won't know where it's coming from. You won't know we'll have it. And we have to do it this way is because last time we placed an order through him, he sent us the wrong product. He did it on purpose. He knew we needed the lighter gray screen paint. He sent us something completely different with the UV mix, which ended up blowing up in your face either way. But he sent us the wrong product. And he knew what he did. He knew what he was doing. And then he got on live talking about, yeah, we sent him the wrong product, and they started bragging about it. So, you know, I learned from that experience right there. Don't do business with him on that level. So what we did was we went in and we got somebody over in California to place the order. And that's how we got a hold of the Metallica Mix 2.0 that got shipped to us, because he didn't know who the person was and who was ordering it. And then that way he couldn't come up on camera saying, hey, we sent you the wrong stuff because you didn't send it to me. You sent it to a total stranger who you didn't know who was, and that's where we were able to get it. So we had to do stuff like that because he does dirty little stuff like that. So, you know, and then you got to nerve to say God bless. Man, don't ever use that word, because you do some really trifling stuff. But anyway, so that's why we have to do things that way. I wouldn't trust him to do a trade-off. I would never trust him at all, period. He does some really dirty stuff. That would never happen, because we would send him the real deal, and he would come back and he would send us some trash and saying, yeah, I got you again, blah blah this and blah blah that. That's what he would do. I know what kind of person we're dealing with. So no, what we're going to do is you buy the product, the money you have will come in, will go to charity, and we'll have somebody over in California purchase your products and bring them over here. As a matter of fact, we'll get all of them in one hit, so we can have them all over here. And that way we can put them all outside against, you're still going outside against the sun killer technology. You're definitely going against that. So we're going to take you outside against that. And then we're going to put you against the, we're going to call it the throwback. So it's a Digital One Crystal 3.0 throwback. That's what it's called. And that's what we're going to put them against. And the reason why we're only charging $45 for the product, like I said, because it's an 8-year-old product, is we've had it for a long time. And this product reacts the same way. So it doesn't make a difference if we beat the screen or match the screen. That's where we have to come either match or beat a screen, one way or the other. But either way, like I said, just by making that simple product on my kitchen table and not really adding nothing to it, I was able to match this personal mix. So I'm pretty sure I can design something good enough to be able to knock out this stuff with no problem. That would be it. That's not going to be a problem to do. I ain't have to add anything to that paint. Just some black and gray. As a matter of fact, hold on for a minute. Let me make sure I know where the video is at so I can post it for you so you can see it for yourself. That's all. You know, I posted my demonstration of my original Digital One Crystal Screen Paint 2.0 that we did. And the video is still there. I have no plans on taking it down. For what? You know what I mean? I'm not threatened by it. But he took down the video. He was very threatened by it. Let's go over to my products here. He's going to be ranting in a few minutes. No one cares. How to say, put baby in the corner. That's where baby needs to be at, in the corner. He's concerned about me bringing out my throwbacks. Keep in mind, Crow, it's gonna match your product on every level whatsoever, and in some ways, it's gonna beat your product. That's what it's definitely gonna do. Like I said, I was able to match your personal mix very easy by just mixing in some gray paint and white paint. I didn't even measure it. I didn't even add silver, no glitter, nothing to it, and I was able to match your product with no problem. I wouldn't be surprised if you were basically sending out products that didn't have anything in them. You were just going to Home Depot and buying gallons. Keep in mind, you don't sell this stuff in gallons, you sell it in quarts. So if you think about it, if he goes on and gets Bear 1050, that's around $22. Say you put some kind of silver glitter into it. I mean, you get that for like $7. And then the Metallica silver, yeah, you get that for like, if you go to a hobby shop, you can get a little container like this, about that much. You wouldn't need much to put in there. Probably about like 10, maybe $20 you'll get that for. And he's putting a little bit in each one, or maybe he's not putting any silver Metallica in there because we didn't have to do it. And pretty much he can get at $75. He's getting around $300 out of a gallon, and then plus the shipping being $23. You know what I mean? You're paying about 140 or 100 something. They're around about 100, 340 bucks, 300 something, 330, 340 bucks out of a gallon. So that's what he's getting out of it. On top of that, he's charging you like $23 for shipping, which I don't know why, because when we got our box over here, it said $14. Keep in mind, we got our package. Oh, crap. I just thought about that. Wait a minute. You are scamming people on the shipping. You charge $20. I just thought about that. Hold on for a minute. I mail these things out all the time. The mailers, the padded mailers, we ship them out all the time. Wait a minute. Because the customer who ordered off its eBay website. I forgot about that. Wait a minute. Hold on for a minute. I just thought about that. I think I still got the packaging around here. Hold on for a minute. Oh, yes, it's on the whatchamacallit. Hold on for a minute. Do you know how much money it costs to ship out a mailer? A mailer is like $8. That's it. To ship out a padded mailer is around $8. That's all it costs, is around $8. You ship that out in a mailer. It got here in a mailer because when it got here, the bag had burst. I mean, the container had burst and there was paint all in it. And it was a mailer. It wasn't even a box. You ship that out in a mailer and you charge $23 for shipping? Wow. I just thought about that. It didn't even dawn on me. I was like, wait a minute. It wasn't even a box we got sent. All right. Okay, look. Let me show you something real quick, okay? Just bear with me. This screen right here. All right. Crow's Screen Paint, okay? Now, look at the shipping cost. The shipping cost of what he charges people is around, so you're paying $108, not $107, is around $23.60 shipping. A post office mailer, and I ship those out all the time, is around $8. That's what it costs, all right? So if we go over to even if you shipped out in a box, the box is around 14 bucks, 14.75. It should run that much. Okay. All right. Right, looking at that $1,700. Anyway, let's go over to let's see. I need to figure out, we'll find the packaging we got. This is the packaging we got for the Metallica Mix 2.0. You cheated that customer. Yes, you did, buddy. You cheated that customer. Because I know you didn't put $23, whatever, on that package. No, you did not do that. You're cheating people out of shipping costs. There it is right there. That got shipped to us and a post office mailer. That's what got, see that right there? See that package? That's a post office mailer. They're $8. That's it. And the timeline it took for that package to get here, when on their end, it took about the same amount of time it would take. It didn't rush, it didn't come next, none of that nonsense, nothing. It came in 2 to 3 shipping days of what you get flat rate shipping. That's what it came in. Nothing special, no rush delivery, nothing. That's the mailer right there. So that means you're stealing from your customers. You're stealing from your customers right from the door. So what they had to do was the container had burst. He didn't tape it up right, he didn't tape it correctly. He didn't do a proper job taping it. Mind you, keep in mind, he didn't know it was us because this was ordered through somebody else. Somebody else placed this order. So if they had bought that product, this is how it would have came to them. He didn't even tape it. You'll see how much tape he had on the container. He just put a thin piece of tape over the top. And no, there was no way in the world he would have figured out it was us. Not in a million years. Nope. Not in a million years. Unless he's born with psychic abilities. That's the bag he sent it in. So you sent it in a post office mailer and you charged $23.70 for shipping. That package right there would only cost you $8 right there to ship to your customers. Wow, man. You are definitely Scam City. Look, see that little shot right there? This is all the protection that container had. So say that person ordered it, that's how they would have came to them. Now, keep in mind, you didn't have any tape wrapped around it. No tape bundled around it, nothing. This should have been tape wrapped around the top of it. That should have been capped down. You should have taped it 4 different ways, how I do mine. That's how it should be. But that's how you had it taped up. That's it. That's why it leaked that way. You had no fragile stickers on the package, nothing. You didn't even mark it fragile by the post office. Anytime a package goes out, we go to the post office to make sure they mark fragile. You didn't even do that. You shipped that in a mailer. I was thinking myself, wait a minute. You're charging $23.70. You shipped that in a box. I mean, 14 bucks. That was an $8 package. And you charge somebody $23. And you need to be reported for that one right there. So not only are you cheating them out of a product that, bottom line is that anybody can literally make online. See, I'm explaining to people how we wrap our lids. We start from the bottom, we bring them all the way to the top. You always watch me do them. Make a little cap, smash it down, and then tape from one end, tape from the other end. You watch me do it on live all the time. How he did his, he just put a little piece of tape over the top of it. That's all he did. That little tape. That's all he had. That's the only thing that was holding that together was that little piece of tape right there. That's how sloppy he is at his job. Look at that. When I open it up, look at this. Watch. I'm trying to get my hands around all the paint that leaked out of it. See? That's all he had on it. That's it. That's it. That's all he had on there. I'm gonna stand. What the heck am I anchored on? Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, that package right there. That package right there. See, same container. The same way your UV mix, same container, same top. You ship that in a post office mailer and you charge $23 for that shipping. So you stole from that customer. We reimbursed them. They're good. They reimbursed them on everything. We gave them a little extra money for helping us out and everything. But yeah, you stole. You're a thief, man. That's a post office mailer. You charge $23 for that little package. So imagine every time he ships one of these out, he's charging people $23 for a little package. He's probably shipping them out in mailers. And that's what he's doing. And he's stealing from them. So this is why we do shipping for free. This is why. Pay for shipping when it comes to us. We ship everything for free. I ship overseas. I ship everywhere around the world for free. No one pays for shipping from us. And he's going to cheat you on some little bit of, he's going to cheat you on a shipping, on a package that costs $8. He's going to cheat you on that. That's just sad. Let's go downstairs and check out my screens, because technically it's mine. Mr. Bird carried up my rope and showed you. Know what I mean? The way I was running around, I was probably lost it anywhere. It's somewhere. Let's put these up right here. Well, stuff will be here soon. We're going to have this project soon. Working on it. Is that it over there? No. Yeah, I know where it's at. It's on the desk. Carried it upstairs on the deck. Hey, wow, you just cheat people out of shipping prices, man. That's messed up. That's wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Got a nerve to send me an email talking about, oh, I recorded it and you got to send it for free. Man, if you don't, you can bite me for all I care. You pay for it just like everybody else, and it's going to go to charity. You got a problem with charity? You pay for it. Many times you denied and canceled orders from us, and we try to place orders, and we paid you far more. You want it for free. Put your hands in your pocket, pull out 45, pay for it, and then you can give back to somebody. Do something decent in your life. You ain't getting nothing for free. And you could whine and cry and go caring about that too. Until then, our product's coming out. We're going to charge $45 for our customers. And then once I leave this business and I'm out of it, we'll start charging them $5. You won't have a leg to stand on when I'm done with you. We won't have a leg to stand on when my lawyers get done with you. So yeah, that's already done already. I keep forgetting about that one. And get that one taken care of too. I've got to send over those emails to forward those emails to over. Where you were calling us scammers. Forgot about that. And I forward some emails over. The emails in our account situation were saying nasty stuff and carrying on racial slurs and all kinds of stuff. They got to be forwarded over. But until then, this isn't here nor there about that. They're, like I said, that's being taken care of on another end. This right here is just sad. And you're talking about best, really best screen paint. So yours is best the primer. You got plenty of that over there. And I'm able to match your product perfectly right here. What do you got to say about that? And go on and scream scam. No screen scammer. You do your favorite word. Or just scream scam, scam, scam. Main one, cheating people. Charge them way too much for shipping. So that person, if they weren't affiliated with us and they were buying your products, number one, you sent them a product that wasn't even decently patched, had no freaking label stickers on it at all, showing the package with phrase, just tape it up any way you want, and they get a busted product that comes over filled with paint. That's messed up. Then turn around and you overcharge them for shipping. Too much for shipping at that. And then your product shows nothing different at all. No difference at all. Let's go over to Philips 4K demonstrations. See how its colors pop up next to ours. How do you explain this? Honestly, how do you explain it? The paint's only worth $45. You didn't pay any more than that. You're gonna say, but this paint's only worth $45. Let me tell you something. Again, got enough demonstrations to choke a horse with my technology. I can't do anything our screens can do. Like I said, that's why we do the certified screens, to show our screens weight in gold. 18 certified screens, anywhere from $800 to $6,000 projection screens. We have dominated with no problem whatsoever. Lights on, lights off. We've done that right from the door. All live demonstrations. Go check out my library. Our screens do things other screens can't even do. We can back it up, but this stuff right here, nah. What else should we pull up? Just random, just grab a video and I guarantee it's gonna match. We're just gonna grab all the videos right down the line. Just grab them all and I guarantee every last one will match. Hey, how you doing? You're doing pretty good. You gotta bring it out. You can just drop right there if you want.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. You have a good day. Your product's the best, right? You said your product's the best? Guess what? Mine is the best too. Mine just matched your screen. And it's gray and white paint. Mine's the best. I swear I thought that was Kanye West when I first looked up. I caught a glimpse of it. I thought it was Kanye. I was like, what? And then, yeah, okay, I saw it then. Let's grab ourselves another video. Will it match? Will it match? Yep, you make the best screen paint. Like you said in your video, you make the best. Primer, UV mix. Primer, Metallica mix. Yep, you make the best. You make the best. That's what you say in your email, right? You make the best. UV mix, primer, Metallica mix, my mix. I'm at the bottom. I'll usually call myself formula, but I'm gonna call it a mix. My mix at the bottom that I made. Your personal mix. You explain that. Matching, matching, matching. But no, it wasn't me. It was the Warriors. The Warriors. I think we'll watch that tonight, the Warriors. I'll watch it in a while. The Warriors. Man, I really gotta watch when I freaking walk through the freaking doorway outside, because man, we got some big spiders out here. Anytime I felt that cobweb hit the back of my ear, I'm thinking, oh God, what the freak do I got on my back? Because we get big spiders out here. Not as big as Texas, but we get some good sized ones. They're freaking $50 freaking spiders. Good gracious. They tell me over there screaming, scammer, scammer, scammer. Get off of it. Your product is a scam. Matches. Using that line. The product's a scam. What tests can we run right now to prove that it's not? Do we have any test that he runs on his product at all that we can show that this is not his product? Does he do any demonstrations, fully lit environment, 22 feet back with 1,000 lumens? Any 14 to 15 feet back, low lumen, fully lit environments? What about any certified projection screens? We've got 18 in the kitchen drawer. Does he test any against any of those? No, you don't. And the ones you do, you cheat those demonstrations. You do those with a lot of colorful images across the screen. Any red, blue, green, solid colors, any of those demonstrations, any contrast, white levels, anything. Can we take it outside and back it up at freaking 13 feet on 1,000 lumens? Can we do that? Any ultra short throw demonstrations against high performance screens? Anything? No. You don't do any tests on your stuff. That's why we don't have to do anything. We're done. That's all we got to do. Oh, man, this is just really, this is just really jacked up, man, that you're selling this stuff and making money off of this. I couldn't care less at the end of the day what you do, man. That's your business, man. But yeah, you're definitely are what you are. Don't ever call people the scam word. You're definitely a scammer. Like I said, we made this stuff 8 years ago. I know exactly every combination to everything that you're making over there right now. I can tell by looking at your product what it is. Oh, man. This is horrible, man. Look at this. The color white. I'm going to do a color pattern on this. Oh, my goodness. Color red. What the freak is that, Crow? What's that? That's how your red levels are supposed to come up? That is so freaking dirty. Oh, that's dirty, man. That's really dirty. That is dirty. Nothing up there is producing red. Nothing is producing red. Not one thing is producing red. Look how bad that looks. Nothing up there is producing red. I bet you if you got yourself a red Corvette, say you want a red Corvette or a black Corvette, and they said you could paint it red, which one of these colors would you choose to paint your car? Would you use that, or that, or that? Or that? That's what color red's supposed to be. Not that, whatever that nonsense is supposed to be, that washed out bland. Oh, great goodness, man. It takes a black screen to pull up a better image in these screens. Even my own. I'm talking about my own too, not just his. My own product. I already know this. That's why it's $45. There's no way in the world that thing's going to be able to pull up next to this technology. It's not going to happen. Oh, no, that's not going to happen. That's why it's $45, because it's 8 years old. Turn your screen white. Oh, who's barbecuing? Barbecue this way. Nice barbecue. Right, my barbecue right. Gotta be over there. Over there. He got a huge rotisserie, man. I know he's over there barbecuing. Oh, you don't like to see that? Why not? Isn't that the black screen is supposed to come up so dark you can't see it? Then what's the problem then? I get naysayers that'll come here and get upset because my black screen dominates. What's wrong? That's the technology. It's supposed to come up so dark you can't see it, right? So what's the problem? He did say he had the best product, right? Then what's the problem? Why such a long face? That screen is supposed to come up so dark that you can't see it, right? I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, right? So dark you can't see the screen, right? That's why you don't go near gray screens. They're too old. They're 8 years old. 8 years old technology. That's all it is. 8-year-old technology. That's all it is. They can't see color. And how dark is that screen compared to theirs? Huh. All right, let's go back over here. Let me just knock over. All right, this fell over. There we go. Sitting here with the lights off. Right here. This is just not good at all. I don't know what else to bring up to say the truth, man. Bottom line is, it is what it is. Ain't much I can say. The product matches primer. It does. It matches primer. Didn't take much for me to make this product right here. This was nothing. It didn't make much to make it. Very easy to make. That's primer. So it wasn't hard making the product. Starfill screensaver. We're going to pick up a contrast level? No, the contrast levels are going to come up exactly the same. There you go. Cool, because let's make the screen completely disappear.
Oreo, the magnum opus of cookies and milk.
I hate the chocolate Oreos. Pulls the same contrast though as the screen paint we made. Blends right into the screen. Can't tell where one ends and one begins. Just randomly hitting videos. 8K demonstrations. Let's just grab this video, see what happens. Blends into that video too. There you go. So no. It is what it is, people. Product matches, primer matches just about everything else. There's nothing in this product. Nothing in this product at all. Like I said, there's no glitter. There's no silver. It's just gray paint and white paint. That's it. That's all that's in it. That's how I made it. We don't have any tests to test it under. As I said before, there's no test. You got 1,000 lumens, 22 feet back with a 130 in the middle of the screen? No. We even got 1,000 lumen that sits outside of a ledge of a window being hit with sunlight and still traveling through the glass, traveling through 10 feet and hitting all that window light and making contact with the screen. We did upstairs the Japanese screen. That's why we built the ledge out there. No. There's no demonstrations like that at all. Period. When he paints a screen, does he do any form of certified screen right from the door? No, he doesn't. We'll have the lights on for a short minute if he does the lights on, and then the screen will remain the rest of the video with the lights out. The product is only worth at least, I mean, if you're going to be making it yourself, then whatever. But truthfully, you know, I mean, it's only worth $45. That's it. If you like gray screen paints can match anything your black technology can do, you know what I mean? I would love to see you back up any of the demos. You haven't even done the Ultimate Screen Paint Challenge, and that's been out since 2019. The 1100 Lumen Challenge, never done. Able to match your product. Didn't have to go to the store and buy anything. I just took old stuff, cans of paint I found in the basement, and I made this screen right there. Making cheap, untested screen paint. There it is, right there. This is how I made this screen right here. How do you view the inside of my house and you watch a screen like that, 148 inches on that 720p XGA projector, producing an image like that in a fully lit environment, and you're criticizing my screen in the dark? That's funny. So let me get this straight. He's in the dark criticizing my videos or fully lit environments. Look how well lit my house is. It's a good sized house, ain't it? No test. I'm going to show you how I just made the screen right here. Watch the demonstration. How I made the screen right and painted it too. And now his screen paint is laying against the very same screen that we're blended into. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Let's get to this making this. I do talk a lot though. I fast forward my own demonstrations because I talk too much. So I can admit that I do talk a lot. Here we go. White paint right there. Old paint in the basement. Didn't buy anything, just got some old paint. See how coagulated it is? Old paint in the basement. Exhausted. I sat there and said exhausted everything you could possibly think of when it comes to gray screens. Did it already. Yeah, special. That's the same color Cinemax is made out of right there. Guaranteed. Same color. And I can make it again. It's easy because we had a screen called 2.9, something Ice 2.9. Same color Cinemax was. Now mind you, I'm not measuring jack. I'm just throwing the paint in there. No measuring spoons, nothing. You didn't watch me put no glitter into it. No silver paint. We only got like black paint and white paint. That's it. With gray paint and white paint. Paying $107. And what I find funny, like I said, when he pulled out the ingredients for the 12, I started laughing. 12 ain't got that in there. If he did, like I said, where's the demonstrations to match? Done. There we go. Different tones are pouring up. Pour a little more paint in there. As you see, the tones are going to start to change. I sat there and sent the video. There's no test. We got no test to do. He doesn't do any tests. That's definitely the Cinemax. Once that gets there, we're gonna match. We're gonna need to match it. We'll just use the 3.0 to knock it out. Maybe we drop more into it. That measuring jack, just dropping in there. We didn't even show people how many spoons, just drop it in there and be done. There's the screen right there we're painting over. Same one we got here. Has to be painted on large skies. I do a lot of talking, that's why that's forwarding. With the color of the screen being painted on, same one here. Meanwhile, you can watch my screen over there that's producing that beautiful image from corner to corner and all that light. Yep. Now mind you, Crow, I made that product by just throwing together some products. If I put my head to it and I decide to put an effort into making this product, and I am going to put a little effort into it, your stuff will get blown clean out of the water. If I decide to go that route. I didn't do anything in this one. I just threw some stuff together and I still matched the product. Let's go lift up the screen. You can look at my other screen fire off. Showing out the projector we're going to be using the demonstration. Same screen hanging up right there. Same as doing in the demonstration we're watching right now. It's blending into your screen. Put a fan on it. Look at that. The whole entire time you can watch my screen fire up right there and all that light. Good gracious, is my freaking theater room bright. I never knew how bright that theater room is. Now, again, I got to ask a question real quick. I got to pause it right here. Again, how is it possible? This is a live demonstration. How is it possible that my product came up that dark and this is a 148-inch screen, ultra short throw? Do you see how far my ultra short throw sits away from my screen? Even my ultra short throw is doing a long throw. And how is it possible? I'm sitting on an angle and you can see the pen and my screen comes up that dark? Man, you need to stop playing. You need to stop playing with them dumb videos. You need to stop playing. Look at this. Look at the cheetah. You need to stop playing. Where's the special effects equipment? I'm not seeing it. You said I'm using special effects in my videos. Where is it? Where? Hold on for a minute. I want to go back to the cheetah real quick. I like the cheetah. I'm going to do the cheetah. Hold on. Go back to this where you can see my screen with no problem. Right? Oh, you know what I'm going to do, right? You're losing your freaking mind. Something wrong with you. Something is clearly wrong with you. Animals, 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
You definitely smoking something.
Me, it's 30.
This is how you view my demonstrations. You be sitting in the dark, talking trash about my videos while you sit in the dark, while my area is well lit. And this is how your area looks. We don't do that over here. So now you can watch my screen here, and you can watch my screen here. Live demonstration, back and forth. And not only that, you can watch me paint the very same screen that I painted in this demonstration that's matching your screen paint right now. How's that for blowing your mind? Angle game. Let me get back to the video. I'll pause that one. You talk too much trash. That's your problem. All right, here we go.
Guess what? The image gets better if I upgrade my protection. If I get myself a 4K protector, it's even better.
We're going to do a pre-record because I want this thing to come up crystal clear. When I designed this stuff, I want it to come up crystal clear. I want you to see the impact it's going to have. Now I'm definitely going to put some effort into it. I might design something to destroy your stuff altogether. No. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Do. Just think about it. I made this stuff by just gray and white paint, and I'm matching your stuff. What would happen if I put an effort into it? Look at that. Making the products. Boom. Making the products. Boom. Different directions. Making them. Coming back in the kitchen and showing you how to make more of them. I know how to make a UV mix. I know how to make a Cinemax. I can make all of them because we had them already. UV mix, D5K, D6K. That Cinemax, that light gray screen paint, was that ICE HD 2.9 that we developed way back then. That's all it is. That's all it is. No glitter, nothing into it. Oh yeah, this is the frost paint. When you tried to basically, we debunked them on that. When you try to do the whole frost paint nonsense, yeah, we did that 3 years ago. We debunked you on that when you try to use that frost paint, and then you came back again and try to use that frost glass, do the same demonstration again. You don't learn nothing, man. Metallica Mix 2.0 unboxing. That's your product right there, ain't it? Ain't that your product? We've had your product in here multiple times. And this is supposed to be your personal mix. It's supposed to be your special mix. This is how 12 is supposed to be made. I'm sorry. That's how you make a 12? Boy, I'm telling you. Oh, that's funny. Where are the test demonstrations? I don't see any test demonstrations under the 12. 12 has a demonstration. Is that 8? Yeah, 8 has a demonstration being painted on a screen. 12 has a demonstration on a 180-inch screen outside at 657. Where are the demonstrations at? Where are the other test demonstrations on that? Oh, there is none because you couldn't do them. Okay, I see. What else do we got here? Let's go to something else. Where are we gonna leave it at? I'm gonna leave it somewhere because I gotta hit this play today. 4K tropical fish. I'm gonna leave it on there for the day. I got a Facebook video to do in a few minutes. We'll put it on here. We'll blend your screen, make it disappear. I don't know what in the world you're charging people for, man. Why are you talking all this trash about how your product? This is your personal mix. This is supposed to be your elitist paint, your personal mix. Crow's personal mix. This is what your product's supposed to be that I just made in my kitchen. try to bring down the. We got the volume down here. I don't want to hear it. Try to be nice. I don't want to be blasting your voice. Got a volume at 15. Look at this. Why are you in the dark again? Man, you do so many videos in the dark. It's not even funny. What? Oh, good gracious. Why are you doing a demonstration in the dark? That's sad, man. That's your personal mix. This is supposed to be your personal mix. You're in the dark doing that demonstration. God. This is what y'all buy. This is what y'all consider to be good screen. Are you kidding me? That's sad. Sitting in the dark. But you don't even know where your couch is at right now. That's not good, man. Turn your lights on. Sitting in the dark as a bay. In the dark. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. The whole video. In the dark. Whole video in the dark. That's sad. Your whole demonstration's in the dark. Why are you in that much? That's pathetic, man. Well, that's what you get for getting primer. That's what it'll do. And you're sitting up in the dark. Trying to figure out what the frick is my couch. Thunderstorms, 4K. Beautiful scenery, cat charms. Hey, you know, you got a minute? Poor Pops. What's up? That's how your video is supposed to look. It's supposed to be in a fully lit environment. Nice window light pushing through. That's where you should be at. I'm sitting in the dark trying to figure out exactly where the freak is my couch, or my coffee table, or anything else. And you're supposed to show the environment, not zoomed up on the screen. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. 4K Nope. Matter of fact, cancel. Outer space screensavers. Let's choose something hard.
Getting that from YouTube.
I like to do the harder demonstrations. I like the contrast of a struggle in light. Makes it too easy if you're doing demonstrations that are basically full of bright colors. Watch, you see a little appears pop up here. There's gonna pop up right in there. Ah, look at that. Why are you in the dark? That's just sad. That's sad, man. That's sad. That's your personal mix. This is the screen you're showing off. This is supposed to be your personal mix, your best mix. And I matched it. Not even trying. So consider the fact that I matched your product without even trying. When I explained to you I've been making this stuff before you even existed, I wasn't joking. I didn't take. Look at this. This is supposed to be your personal mix. This is what we have on our screen right now. This is what I made in no time at all. There's your product. Made it for cheaper too. How about you told him that this is my homemade personal mix. This is, I made this customly for myself. Let me customize this. How do you customize black and white? That's all it is. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let you guys, I'm gonna sell it to you guys. Usually this would be for me only, but I'm gonna sell it to you guys. Yeah, okay. I can make it anytime I want. Not to it. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a live demonstration on this. I mean, pre-record it, because this is really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing, man. That's your product. That's what you got in there to send me email telling me your product is the best. We're done. We're done. Look at this. You want to get any? Matter of fact, let me pull my zoom on my camera, because I'm done here. I'm just gonna bring the zoom up. That's what I'm gonna do. There's the zoom up. That is the product I made in my kitchen. That's gray and white paint. Nothing else in it. And that is your personal mix right there that you blew up, and you talked all this trash about how it produces the colors and contrast, and look how beautiful the images are and all that blah, 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 blah. Where's test demonstrations behind it? Where are they? You got any test demonstrations behind this screen at all, period? Anything? You want to zoom up a little closer? Let's get a little closer on the screen. Let's see how close it comes to our screen that we just made. It's only worth 45 bucks. That's what your product's worth. $45. No more, no less. And you should be giving out free shipping. Yet I can take your product and stick it over here on this black screen and blow it clean out of the water. Why is that? I can put you against that gunmetal screen and make your screen wash out and all the window light. Why is that? Nothing different about what you make. Can you name any of the screens that I have in my kitchen drawer right now, my certified screens in there, that you have basically showed a detailed demonstration at least an hour-long demonstration showing detailed demonstrations of you basically outperforming those screens. You can't. You don't have any. I can take my projector back 22 feet and I can pull a star field demonstration, hit this screen with 130 in the middle of it with certified land against it. Have you done that demonstration? Nope. And you got nerve to send me an email talking about your best. I'm going to call my buddies up. We need to have a laugh about this. We're done here with this. Yeah, your best. Your best. Yeah. Well, guess what? This is my best right here. No, I can't say that's not my best. Whatever. That's just me not trying. That's what it is. That's me not trying. Don't even have to try to make the product. No, there's your personal mix outside versus our black screen. What happened to your image? Didn't even show up. It was invited, but it just didn't show up. That's what happens to your light gray screen paints outside. They don't show up. Show me one OLED demonstration, star field demonstration, any form of contrast demonstration outside. Can't do that. Yeah, I would fear that product that's coming up. The 3.0 throwback, I would fear it. This stuff right here, I just threw together. I didn't even take any time or practice, threw it together. So imagine if I decided to take an effort. 100% done. Affordable Crow's personal mix. Now, all the demonstrations I've seen on this personal mix are in the dark. Let's see what this one pulls up. Again, in the dark. Another demonstration on your personal mix in the dark. Sitting in the dark with a high-powered projector. Lights were on, turned on at any given time in the demonstrations? No. Entire demonstration stay dark from finish to start. You kept it in the dark. Fail. What else we got here? Any more your Crow's personal screen paint mix versus UV mix? Let's look at this one right here. Bet you your entire demonstration, of course, in the dark. Of course, always in the dark. Have your lights on at any given time in the demonstration. Here we got lights on. What do we got? They both look the same. So that's your UV mix. How are you selling this? That's your UV mix, and they both look the same. Are you freaking kidding me? You're trying to convince people that these two screens right here? Oh man, that's sad, man. If you look at the UV mix, hold on for a minute. Look at the UV mix real quick. This is funny. This guy's hilarious. Look at the color when he switches back. It's a little bit slightly darker than the other one. Not by much. That's it. That's how much it is. Now, if you look at the Metallica mix right here, same color. It ain't off by much. See what I mean? Look at that. It ain't off by much. Probably about a couple of teaspoons. That's basically about it. That's all you're getting, about a couple of teaspoons more. Wow, dude, you can't be selling stuff like this, man. All right, now look at this. Look. Look at the video. Well, let me switch it over. This side would be much better for you guys to see. Hold on for a minute. So that's the difference. That's the difference. It's the same difference we have here and your Metallica mix, which we have here from the projector. It's the same thing. Literally the same thing. Look at that. There's no difference here because you're saying that one slightly by slim shows a color a little bit darker than the other one. That's supposed to be the big difference. Oh, wow, man. Come on, dude. You got to be better than that. Come on. They're both blending and on your screen at the same time. And there's supposed to be a difference. Where's the difference? You can't even see the difference here. And I got two different shades here. This one is a little bit lighter than this one. It's off by like a... You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Example. Good gracious. Crow's personal mix versus Bear silver screen. I bet you it's in the dark. Bet you $100 he's gonna be sitting right in the dark. All right, so look, let me get this straight. Hold on. Let's pause here. You're trying to tell me this slim little difference is a difference between the two because one's faded and one's slightly darker. So this would be the same thing here, right? Because these are two different screen paints. That's your Metallica Mix 2.0. This is your personal mix. So because this one is a little bit darker than this one, it shows a huge difference. And that's why somebody should pay $75 more for a can of product that just looks a little bit of a slim difference. Look at the difference between these two. Let me show you what a difference looks like, Crow. That's what a difference looks like. Off your own video. Literally off your own video. I just faded your screen. Off your own video. You want to mess around with this technology, like I said, I can level your stuff in no time at all. I'm just playing around with you. I use your own video and your own product to level your screen just now. Look how close my projector sits to the screen. I couldn't begin to even touch this technology. And it's supposed to be dark. You can't even see it. That's how it's supposed to be. This is your video, your screen paint. And I used it to basically wash out your screen. You're pitiful. This is what you mean by when you show a difference. Not some slim margarine by saying, look at the difference. Look, it's a slim. No, that's a difference. That's a difference. Your image is faded and washed out. That's a difference. Not this and this. That's how it's supposed to look. See these two right here, your two screens right here? See how they look? Now watch this. Ain't showing much of a difference. That's all. This one's just a little bit darker, and that's all you got. I don't know what you think you were doing by doing that bare silver screen test. You failed that one miserably. But here, well, since we're here, how about we throw some primer up here. We'll throw some primer. This is primer. And we'll take your product and we'll throw it here, right next to the primer, and see how close that comes in. Oh, that matches perfectly. That matches absolutely perfectly. Snake oil. You're selling snake oil, man. That's what you're doing. I can literally use your videos to blow out your own stuff. Let's take the primer off that you just matched. And let's take your UV mix right here. Let's take your UV mix and let's put your UV mix right there against our screen. Put that right there, and we'll put that next to the primer. Primer pulls up a better red than your screen paint. Look at that. Primer is coming up better than your product. That's the primer right here. All right, let's go on. So you're showing this is supposed to be the difference. So you're saying that this right here, this little line right here, this is supposed to be the bear and this is yours, and yours is showing that little difference, that's all? Like, who the freak is going to notice that from all the way back here? Who's going to notice that? Between your screen and primer, who's going to notice that all the way back here? There, right there, is your screen paint and my screen paint that I made. Can't notice it here. Man, you gotta stop this nonsense. You really do. That's pathetic. Let's continue on in your demonstrations. Where's it? All up on top of the screen. So that's supposed to be the bare silver screen. That's supposed to be your product right there. That's supposed to be the difference. You're saying that this is your product right there, and that's the bare silver screen. Now the difference. This is my product, and that's your product. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Let's see. Crow's Personal Mix versus high quality screen. In the dark. I guarantee this demonstration is going to be in the dark. Survey says in the dark. Meanwhile, I'm doing outer space over there in a fully lit environment, and the sun's up in my environment, and you're here. What is this? I'm just watching hot spotting everywhere, literally. Why is there so much hot spotting going off? Stand back and show the screen. Right up on top of the screen. Where's the contrast levels at? That's hot spotting like crazy. See that flashing in and out? Or sample sheet, what's this supposed to be about? I don't see any difference at all, period. Whatever this is, that is hot spotting like crazy because that's flashing on and off like crazy. I don't know what the freak that's supposed to be. Now the lights are out. Told you you're going to go back to the dark. He has to go to the dark. The screen can't pull up in a fully lit environment. You can't see it. It's going to have problems. His contrast levels are not going to pull. That's going to be one problem he's going to have. Color's not going to pull correctly. Things are going to start washing out. So he has to revert back to the room being dark again, and that's why the video is dark. If you notice, we did this entire demonstration. We did some with the lights on or off, but not much. Look how dark that entire house is. Well, apartment, sorry. That's bad. I don't even know how you're counting that as a personal. Crow's personal mix, not AR, not ambient light rejection. All right, let's see right here. He says he doesn't need ambient light rejection technology. Let's see how bright his environment. Bet she doesn't show one contrast demonstration. We're showing how much light hits the screen. Your environment's still dark, number one. Your corners right here are still dark right here. Okay, come on, get on with it. Still talking. Now, mind you got to demonstrate a screen having the ability to be able to pull without AR technology in a fully lit environment. AR technology has nothing to do with contrast at all. But bottom line is, you got to show everything. You got to show color, contrast, and white levels. Everything has to be displayed. You can't just show all color. Image is faded out. That's washed out. That is definitely washed out. Wow. You posted this? Whoop. Wow, you washed your screen out. That's washed out. I'm sorry. That's a washed out image. That's supposed to be a contrast level. That's gone. That's washed out. That is really bad. See, the problem is with people who develop screen paints like this, as long as they can see some of the image, they consider that to be passable. It's all washed out here at the bottom. The blues are washed out. The reds, oh my goodness. I know what demonstration that is. That is, oh no, 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 no. Your red level should never be that bad. No, That's really bad. Let's go back to that again. That is really, really bad. I don't know how in the world you're talking to your customers like that's a good thing. No, that's bad. That's really bad. How are you considering that to be passable? Look at that. All that is washed out. That's gone. Can't even see her face anymore. And the red levels are gone. Look at this. All this is going around here. There's nothing there. That's going. It's supposed to be a brown door right there. I know this video. It's supposed to be a brown door right there. That's gone. That's, oh, and this I've seen this before. That is really bad. That's supposed to be a bed of roses. You see that? That's how your screen is supposed to look. Not that mess. Like this. That is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Wow. That's horrible. That is horrible. I'm over there doing a contrast demonstration. That is awful. Look at this. Just turn my lights on just for the heck of it all. My projector sits back farther than your projector. My screen's bigger than your screen. I got 2 windows here, and I got 2 windows right over here. I got all this ambient light making contact with my screen. And you mean to tell me your image came out looking that washed out? And you consider that to be passable? Oh man, and you're going to go against gunmetal technology. Good gracious. That is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. I gotta play some more of this. I'm gonna have to watch this whole thing. That is horrible. Look how bad that looks. The roses are all washed out. They're gone. They're supposed to be red. That's how your screen is supposed to look. Just like that. See that contrast level from corner to corner? That's how it's supposed to look. You can't do contrast off these screens. So he's saying because he can see it here in this area, right? He's saying because he can see it here in that area. That's what he's saying. This is considered to be good. No. Ambient light rejection means if that screen gets hit with a ton of light, it's still supposed to maintain the image no matter what. You don't even know what you're talking about. That's ambient light rejection technology. So basically, I can show outer space. And in the afternoon, as you see, we got sunlight pushing through and a fully lit environment, and you can still see the screen from corner to corner. If half of that screen is washed out, what good is that to me? What good is that to me to be sitting in here showing up a screen that I only can see half of it? At all, period. That's not ambient light rejection at all, period. And he's saying the screen doesn't have to be. Your screens need to be. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. That really is. That is the worst thing I've ever seen. And you're really saying that this right here, if it was ambient light rejection, would have took all that light in if the screen was properly done right, as it does here. It should look the same way. That is horrible. That I can't watch any more of that. That's horrible. The red levels just came out so disgusting. 100-inch with my personal mix, save hundreds. Oh, great goodness. I'll bet you in the dark again. In the dark. Did I call it in the dark? That's the demonstration. They're showing me in the dark. Why are you in the dark doing that demonstration? Well, so much for your personal mix. We matched it right there. Every demonstration we're going to pull up, you're in the dark. Oh, my goodness. I swear. Crow's personal mix, infinity versus white screen. I bet you $100 in the dark. In the dark. So he's going to show his product versus a white screen. I don't see much of a difference. I'm telling you right now, I really don't. And we have your personal mix over here, and we test it against the white screen. We did the lights on. Told you. Every demonstration he does is in the dark. In the dark again. Now, if you're going to show yourself versus a white screen, what you should be showing is white levels. You should be showing color. You should be showing, not colors, you should be showing snow levels, and that's what we do. Anytime we do a demonstration, it's a black screen. We always show off those white levels, and those white levels have to be done on snow scene, something where the white screen is going to be able to do a much better job. It's not going to do a much better job against a gray screen if the gray screen is showing off color, because the gray screen is going to be to produce better color because it has a little bit slight better contrast than the white screen. That's why it has to be displayed on white levels first. Then you can go back over to the colors. Failed. Sitting in the dark. Oh, great goodness. I bet you're in the dark again, right? In the dark. Let's go over to the screen. If we did any demonstration, no. He's in there jabbering. Crow's person makes affinity mix on a customer. In the dark. Man, really? I do so many demonstrations with the lights on. People argue with me about turning my lights on. You're in the dark again. Oh my goodness. Now mind you, how many demonstrations I just watched literally put my lights on. The screen is sitting in the dark in every single demonstration we're pulling up. See the OLED horse? That's the only way you can pull that demonstration up. So you see what I mean? Told you right there. That's the way you can pull it up. You're saying it pulls a contrast level. No, you don't. That screen can't see. The only way that screen can see is somewhat decent contrast. You have to be in the dark to do it. I told you that. I told you right from the door. You have to be in the dark in order to see that contrast level. And that's where he has to be in the dark to do it. Smoke and mirrors. Oh, man. We got another one. Calibrating. Calibrating device. We don't calibrate over here. We don't have to. The screens automatically can produce images without calibrating. I told you some people calibrate their projectors right there. Calibrating device. Calibrate what? What the freak are we calibrating over here? For what? You have to calibrate a projector because if your colors don't come up correctly, you have to calibrate. That's what you have to do. It's a must. You have to do. For those of you, I don't have to calibrate. I've never had to calibrate. You ever seen my screen looks like that magenta? You ever see how gorgeous that screen looks? See how the colors pop off that screen? How vivid it looks? That projector's never been calibrated. In the dark. Again, another demonstration in the dark. In the dark again. Talking about calibrating the projector in the dark. What is this? It's pathetic, man. This is pathetic. This is freaking pathetic. And you want to go against our technology? This, oh, whatever. Yeah. We'll go through some more of them. Good gracious, man. Yeah, I'm not. When I get done with you, man, when my sun killer gets done with you, oh, good gracious. Are we in the dark again? Please don't tell me we're in the dark again. Optima UHD. Seriously? Personal mix. Save money. Yeah, there's your personal mix right there. Great. Door open. Got a little light in the environment. Has nothing to do with the screen. Number one, your projector sits way too close. Right on top of your screen at 100 inches. And you're doing all bright demonstrations. Any contrast levels on the demonstrations at all? Any of this at this point, see if he pulls any contrast. Which you won't do. No contrast demonstrations. There's my screen right there, showing a contrast demonstration. Bright colors, I told you. Anytime you do demonstrations, with the lights on, always bright colors. That's what they do. I wasn't waiting for you, just to let you know. I was not waiting for you. But I do have a couple packages.
When I drop your package off, I'll pick them up.
Oh, you definitely have to.
Okay.
I was about to say, I'm not waiting for you.
I see it.
Thank you.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay. That's what I need to get. Any contrast demonstrations yet? Nope. Nice and bright. Nice bright colors. That's what they use in any demonstration, anytime they're in a fully lit environment. You won't see any star fields, no OLED horses, none of that stuff. All that stuff has to be performed in the dark. And eventually, in the end, they turn the lights up, just like you just did. Fail test again. Let's see. Let me see. What do we got in this box over here? That's me. I want to see what I got over that box. Oh, that's the screen paint we got from the other company that we beat Crow's screen with. All right, let me see. Crow's personal screen paint mix. You do know that every time I'm hitting your personal screen paint mix, I actually have it right here in the center of my screen, and I actually have here the product that I made in my kitchen that's matching your product. In the dark again. Look how dark the background is. Background is never supposed to be that dark. This is how well lit the environment's supposed to be. Failed again. Ah, my goodness. In the dark again. I'm done. I can't watch any more dark demonstrations. I really can't. All right, let's see what we got here. Got lights into the screen, trying to show off contrast. All right, then fire up the screen, show some contrast demonstrations. You're just showing a display. Do the actual demonstration. Back to bright colors. The environment's still too dark. And you're using an ultra short throw at that. So you got an ultra short throw projector that's sitting nearly on top of the screen. Oh, man. That's got to be the P1. Oh. Before we go, I am so bored. Gotta show me something better than that. Oh. 4K foods.
Getting out from YouTube.
4K food demonstration.
Getting out from YouTube.
Thanks, Rose. Okay, so that's your product. Let me see if I can do it on your product to match your product. Actually, I am doing it. Cancel. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to see this for a minute. right, so he said that's how dark the screen comes up, right? We got a black screen right here. We can take your demonstration and we can put it right against the black screen we have over here and see if it pulls up the same way. Let's see what happens. Because that's what he just did. I just realized when I saw that. Let's see what happens. If we put my screen up against here, see if it turns as dark as he just showed, that little dark image. Let's check that out, see if that works. Oh no, you're not going to like that. So those of you that support him, you might want to leave the room because this is going to get pretty ugly for you. All right, so let's see what happens. And that's his personal mix right there. That's supposed to be our black technology. And that's how dirty the image is supposed to come up. As he's showing off on the corner, it's supposed to be that dirty right there. So in his demonstration, he's saying that our product, this is our product here, and it's not showing us dirty lines in there. This is my product right there. Next to yours, it's actually washed out. Isn't that interesting? Now, if your product sees colors so well, color blue, then it should be able to pick up the color blue perfectly, right? It can't. If that was technology that we made and it was able to pull white level, it would be able to pull up a higher white. I would be able to see white levels. The screen wouldn't come up that dark. See, when the technology doesn't have any white levels in it, what happens is the screen can't see white levels. Therefore, even the color blue or green or whatever, it's going to come up so dark that color is going to come up dirty automatically. So since our screen can see white levels, that's why his screen is not showing any color at all, period. Because the white levels in this technology are extremely high and dark enough to be able to pour a rich color where his screen can't maintain. Isn't that interesting? Let's see what happens if we pull red. Not even there, is it? How close do you think my projector would have to be to the screen in order for his screen to see red? Let's bring my projector all the way up. That's 4,300 lumens. And you still can't see red on his screen. So what happened? How come you can't see red? It's a 4,300 lumen Christie projector. Look how close we are to the screen. And he's not seeing red at all. Nothing at all. It's coming up. See, I told you. Can't see red. Can't see colors properly. When you're watching his demonstrations, you're not seeing red, you're not seeing blues, you're not seeing greens, you're not seeing anything. You're just seeing a washed out image. That's what you're getting. That's why you're told to calibrate. I'm not going to tell you to calibrate your projector. Why would I tell you to calibrate your projector? What would be the point of me telling you to calibrate your projector? There's no point in me telling you to calibrate your projector for what? See how dirty the reds come up? There you go. Well, people, I got to get cracking. I know these. I thank you for taking the time because, no, I'm sorry. I don't apologize. You guys sit here and you watch me do these demonstrations. Some of these demonstrations can be really, really long, and they can be really long. And you take the time to sit here and watch these videos with me. I do appreciate it. Even if you like me or you hate me, one or the other, I do appreciate it. But you don't have to sit here at all and listen to me talk about these demonstrations and all. You know, so I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch. Just want to warn you, you know, products he's been making for years have not been doing what they were supposed to be doing at all. And this is the reason why he acts this way and carries on this way, because he's threatened. He's threatened by our products. He's threatened by what we do. It scares him, it terrifies him. He's been doing cheap demonstrations for the longest time. Demonstrations, projectors trapped in the dark, high-powered projectors, because that's the only thing you can use to make a screen so good. At the end of the day, this product is nothing more, as I said before, and I said it again, as primer and black and white paint or black and gray paint. That's not what it is. All right, I gotta make this product today. We're gonna make the Digital One Throwback 3.0. I'm gonna sit back here and watch me some Dennis the Menace in a few minutes. It's 4 o'clock already. Wow. And I gotta go. Thank you all for your time. I gotta go, and God bless.